My name is Esther. I am the first child in a family of 9. Yes, 9. 2 sets of triplets among my siblings, 3 brothers. 3 sisters and me, the eldest. Always standing in the gap. Growing up in Osun State wasn't easy, but it was home. Our house was small, walls patched with mud, the zinc roof rattling each time rain fell. But what made it feel alive were the voices of my siblings, always crying, laughing, or fighting. Being the eldest was like carrying a basket full of water, always heavy, always spilling. I was 7 years older than my sisters and 9 years older than my brothers. I was the second mother, the one mum leaned on when her back bent from carrying too much. Then, when I was in primary 6, the ground beneath us cracked. My father died. I will never forget the day. People filled our compound, wailing. I watched Mama sit on the floor, wrapper tied loosely around her chest, her eyes swollen from crying. Someone whispered to me, "Esther, you are the firstborn now. Be strong." I was only a child, but those words chained me to adulthood in an instant. After Papa's death, everything changed. Mama became both mother and father. She worked the farm, sold firewood, even hawked vegetables, just to feed us. But still, there were days when we ate only once, watery gari with groundnuts, and sometimes nothing at all. Still, Mama refused to let me drop out of school. I finished secondary school by her stubborn grace. By then, my heart was set on university. I dreamed of sitting in lecture halls, of wearing suits one day, of becoming someone. But dreams don't always match reality. One evening, after supper of yam and palm oil, Mama called me outside. We sat under the old mango tree, the only place where wind touched our compound. She cleared her throat, her eyes tired but steady. "Esther," she began, "you know your siblings are still very small. I cannot carry all this alone. You are the firstborn. I need you to learn a trade. Help me. When they finish school, God will open your own way." Her words stabbed me. My heart screamed, "No. It's not fair. I want to study. I want my own life." But I looked at my sisters chasing each other barefoot in the sand, my brothers tugging at Mama's wrapper, and I swallowed the lump in my throat. "Yes, Mama," I whispered, though my chest burned. So I learned a trade. Every day I worked. I hawked, I sewed. I carried loads too heavy for my small frame. I watched my friends register for JAMB, while I saved every kobo I could. But hope refused to die in me. In secret, I used my savings to register for JAM. Mama didn't know. I studied at night, by lantern light, while everyone slept. When the result came out, my hands shook as I opened it. I had passed. Tears filled my eyes as I whispered, "Thank God." I gained admission into a polytechnic, close to home, to study accounting. It wasn't a university, but it was a start. At school, I sold food to classmates just to survive, rice in nylon bags, akara in newspaper. Every naira counted. After 2 years, I finished my ND. My result? Lower credit. Not good enough for the kind of job I wanted. Not enough to break the chains of poverty. At just 19. In 2018, I stood at a crossroads. My certificate was almost useless. Mama's business barely sustained us. My siblings still needed schooling. One night, lying on my thin mattress, staring at the zinc roof, I whispered to myself, "Esther, this cannot be the end. There must be more." And deep in my heart, I knew my story was just beginning.